I've been talking about software security for about 20 years, and one of the challenges is figuring out how to get started and how to get people to adopt these sorts of technologies. The good news is we're making a ton of progress with developers now. I'm Gary McGraw, CTO of Cigital and author of Software Security. In the early days, we started static analysis research with DARPA-sponsored project. It was very complicated. We were trying to figure out how to take a look at a program in a reasonable fashion from a technical perspective, but we were also trying to figure out what to look for. We didn't know what customers wanted or how developers wanted to interact with the tool, whether it would be the security people doing it or the developer people doing it, and we had to solve all those problems by going out and living with a static analysis tool in the wild to see how it actually worked. The first customers were the security teams, and they were busy finding bugs, which they would do usually in a centralized way. Then they'd give them to the dev teams, and the poor dev teams had to figure out where they came from, what to do about them, often with not the right amount of information. So we were our own first customers, and since we were happy to put up with consultingware, we didn't have to worry about things like, usability and whether or not it actually worked all the time.
If we were manufacturing automobiles, and our automobiles were rolling off the assembly line with dents in the doors, we'd want to go back to figure out how to change the robotics to remove the dents. Hi, I'm Jim Routh. I'm the Chief Information Security Officer for Aetna. What we're trying to do is identify the defects early in the life cycle and get them removed so that we have a higher quality and more efficient process that results in operating cost saves.
The interesting thing about developers is that they really want to do the right thing, they just don't know what the right thing is. Security is about fixing the bugs, not finding the bugs. So effectiveness is about how many things actually got fixed and how long it took to fix those things, not how many bugs you can pile up. And when you give them a bug without telling them what the right thing is, that doesn't help much. It just makes everybody frustrated. The thing we're doing now is telling them how to fix stuff as soon as possible so they can just get right down to business and get things done.
They embrace it. They look forward to it. They welcome the opportunity today to improve the resiliency of their product. The first project is a big data project for Aetna. Producing something of high quality at lower cost is very compelling to any chief financial officer.
So adopting static analysis can sometimes be expensive. One of the issues is the amount of metal and the amount of disk space that you have to throw at this thing. Sometimes you even have to think about network connectivity, believe it or not, when you've got a giant centralized octopus approach. The question is, who bears the cost, not only of finding the problems and building the metal to find the problems, but fixing the problems as well. So when you decentralize, you actually get all sorts of efficiencies by distributing the problem to all of the developers' desktops. When it comes to figuring out what kind of static analysis tool to buy, don't forget to ask the development team, because ultimately they have to use it. Remember, security people may know something about security, but they often don't know about software development. And the key to software security is software development.
Software developers are always asked to do more with less time. The role of the information security professional is to enable the developer to do their job more effectively. What we have to do is equip them with better capability so that they can be more effective in building resilient software in less time. We've introduced a lightweight, easy-to-use static scanning tool that enables them to identify vulnerabilities and fix them just as if they're defects in the software as they're developing the code. That's what we're all about.